Hello. Now what we have here is a PlayStation 3. It's a 60 gig model. It's one of the PlayStations that have ports for external media and also a total of 4 USB ports in the front. Hopefully you're able to see that. It was a little dark. Now it's currently off, and it is also unfortunately deceased. I'm going to turn on the power in the back. You have the standby light on, and when you try to start it, it goes green to yellow and to a flashing red. Now there's a method that you can use to go into safe mode, and that's by holding the power button when it's in standby mode. So I'm going to try to hold the power button down and try to get that going. And once again it refuses. You're able to see once again it went from green to yellow and then red, unfortunately. Now there's another alternative method that I had heard about. If I hold down the power button while turning on the PlayStation from the actual power source in the back, that it can also get me in safe mode. I'm going to go ahead and attempt that right now. Turning off the PlayStation. Hopefully you're able to verify that the red light is off. Now before turning on the power in the back, I'm going to hold down the power button, and here we go. And unfortunately, once again, no success. Now, to quickly give you a little bit of backstory on what led to this, the PlayStation Network was down for a number of days not too long ago, approximately 2 weeks ago. Now, I was moving during that time. My PlayStation was packaged up. It had absolutely, according to this particular PlayStation, the whole network was never down. It was off the whole time, while my buddies and all over the internet was freaking out about, you know, why is the PlayStation Network down. I think it was down for a number of days. You know, I didn't experience that whatsoever because, you know, like I mentioned before, this was in a box, packaged up. It was actually in the original packaging, wrapped up in you know, that styrofoam type wrap, you know, taken very well care of. Now, after I move, I didn't really use my PlayStation too much when I turned it on, though I was able to sign into the PlayStation Network just fine. And soon after that, God of War 3 came out. Now, I don't know if it matters, but I had purchased the Ultimate Edition. Now, while playing the game, about 2 hours and 43 minutes into the game, I had just beat one of the gods, more specifically Hades, and when advancing in the game froze and the PlayStation turned off all by itself. I loaded up the save data after turning on the PlayStation, obviously. Once again, turned off all by itself. Soon after that, it just became a domino effect of problems. Just by trying to turn on the PlayStation and getting to the XMB, it started turning off as well. After I've noticed this, I immediately tried to back up my data, and while backing up data, it had shut off. So I'm in a really bad bind. I don't know if anybody has any suggestions or any alternative methods. I really don't want to send my PlayStation in to Sony. I'd rather just find an alternative method and fix it myself. I'm hoping that if I put a new hard drive in, you know, it could just totally bypass this whole corrupted system and start from, you know, start fresh. One other thing I'm thinking is, when I do have that new hard drive, maybe using a backup utility on someone else's PlayStation that's currently working, and go ahead and pop that in via USB into this one when I install my new hard drive and hopefully get that up and running. I'll keep you guys posted if no one writes back, if no one has any suggestions. I'm going to go ahead with that option, my little idea that I have, and I'll be sure to post that up so that way if anybody else is in this type of situation, we'll be able to hopefully help each other out. Thank you very much, and hope you have a much better day than me. Bye.